Hey everybody, everything new under the sun here. I got a really exciting video I think for you. I finally got my K70 Sky Warrior quadcopter in the mail from Litaki. And so we'll do the unboxing. So first a look at the outside of the box. This box is pretty banged up. I don't know if you can see that. Shipping wasn't real nice to it. But a little review here. It's got a picture of the FPV version, which I didn't get. It's got the radio controller in there and the quadcopter, obviously. And then it does a little teaser for the Hero 4 GoPro, which it does not come with, but it fits in the little camera bay there, if you can see that. And apparently there's some software as well, which I have no idea what the software is for. Wi-Fi UFO software. So look at the side, it just says K70 Sky Warrior. That is great. And at the bottom it shows the version that I got with the K70C with the 2 megapixel camera. There's also one with a full FPV system. I'm not worried about that, I will get that later. And with a Wi-Fi FPV. And then the last one is a 5.8 gig FPV version. And the other side is the K70 there as well. And then the back or the front or whatever this is the actual picture of it. And this picture is actually pretty scuffed up. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got the nice K70 Sky Warrior logo there. It's actually got a handle on it, which is interesting. So let's open it up, and we'll see what it looks like here. I've not looked at this at all yet. The battery will not be charged, and so we'll see what it looks like. So, first things first, zoom this down a little bit here. We got our manual. And of course we're not going to read the manual, but it has all your instructions for how to use LCD monitor, I guess if you get the FPV version. It's kind of interesting. It gives you safety rules and how to switch to high and low. We're not going to look at that just quite yet. Let's look at a few things here. So first off, we got a little tiny charger for LiPo's lithium ion, 7.4 volt. That's kind of neat. It's got a little power adapter there, and then the battery plug goes in there. So that's kind of neat. You can see how small it is. Balanced charger, so we'll see if that's any good. And I got this silly little tea infuser from Litaki as a little extra special gift. What else here? Now let me take out this guy here. This is the controller. Fairly lightweight controller, but I think once there's batteries in it, it will feel heavier. It's got a fake little spin knob here. It's got your rudder control and throttle, obviously, and then your other controls there. It's got dedicated buttons for camera, video camera, and light, but I don't know if that works with this version or not. The buttons along the top are for headless mode and back to home, high, low, and then your flips. It's got no shoulder buttons to speak of, nor does it have an antenna externally, so I may be doing a mod later for that. Otherwise, it's got on-off button and some trim buttons, and that is about it for that one. It's a little screw to hold in the battery door, which I guess that's nice. I don't know if it comes with the AA batteries. I don't think it does. So let's look at some of the other things here. We got our little USB to micro SD. It does come with a micro SD, and that micro SD is, I think it was it's a 4 gigabyte. Actually, that's a good size. 4 gigabyte micro SD card. That's real nice. Here's a LiPo 2000 milliamp hour. I see quadcopter always says milliamp per hour, but it is actually milliamp hour. Just a little fun teasing there. 25C battery, 7.4 volt, and it's labeled with the KD570. I'm imagining you can put any other batteries in this system. We'll see. You might just have to change the connector on it, but we'll see here. So let's look at the camera, see if I can get the camera out here. Alright, I got the camera out, so the camera mount sits like that. It's got its own little shock absorbers, which are just little rubber things, so I guess it stabilizes. Now the camera that's in here, this is very lightweight. It's a Hawkeye 720p HD. And it says fisheye lens 180 degrees. So a fairly wide angle lens, and of course there is a screw on the back that you can take off and put your GoPro in here, although I hear the GoPro is a little bit thicker possibly. Maybe that's the other, I forget what the other one, the J-Cam, whatever it is. But this has the card slot holder for the 4 GB card. So that is cool. I'm excited to try this out, and then what I'll probably do after is I'll probably mount my Garmin Virb underneath it as well and see if it can actually lift that. It should be able to. Now it does have a connector on the top because this does have a servo in it that can turn it up and down, so you can hear the servo actuating in there when I twist it like that. On to the other components here, we got the blade guards. I'll probably be flying with this, as this is my first flying. Well, technically maybe my third flying, but the other times I've flown a quadcopter, I only flew it for 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm a complete newbie, and I will be doing a test flight with this, so we'll see that. So I'm going to definitely have these on, and apparently it has lots of power, so I'm not worried about the power loss. So let's pull the quadcopter out here now. Oh, I got one more thing. Now this is interesting, and I don't know if I have a part for it. This is the UK supply adapter for it. It outputs DC 10 volts at 800 milliamps. So I don't know if I have another part. Let's look for other parts, because I'm looking for a US adapter for this. Comes with a screwdriver and a bunch of screws, which is handy. It comes with the feet, little rubber feet here. And I don't see an adapter for this guy, which is not the end of the world. This is 240 volt AC to DC. I should be able to come up with something for that. Alright, let's get the quadcopter out. Okay, here's the quadcopter. It is fairly big, as you can see. Look at my hand and my arm there, if I get it in view here. I just feeling the motors. The motors don't feel particularly strong in this, but this is a toy grade copter anyways. It's got an on-off button on the back here, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to unplug the battery. And it's got little clips, so you can actually take the plastic part off the top, which I haven't looked at yet. And of course the battery compartment there with a little screw in it. And as well, it's got the plug on the bottom for the camera and the camera mount. Now I'm looking at this battery door here, and this looks like it's got a couple clips which could accommodate the Cyma FPV kit, which I am looking to get for this next. And I'm going to convert this into an FPV flyer without its own camera on it, and then fly my Garmin Virb maybe on the top or something. But it does look like the battery bay door does have clips for another FPV system, like I say, that Cyma kit. So that's pretty cool. These are frosted, what do you call them, smoked arms, so you can see through them, like Quadcopter 101 was mentioning, and there are LEDs in there. So we'll look at that in a while. Next you get with this is the landing gear, and you get a set of 4 new blades, which is nice because I'll probably be breaking these blades. These blades are pretty flexible too, actually. You can bend them a fair bit. So 4 blades, and that is it, guys. That's all in the case. So what I'll do now is I'll get to charging the battery, and then through the magic of video, we'll go for our first test flight. Alright guys, this is the first test flight of the Kai DEng K70C quadcopter. I have no idea how this works. I haven't even started it up yet. To note, the battery does come out of the box with about 8 volts charge, so I didn't have to charge it, so I just put double A's in here. I'm going to turn this thing on and see how it works. So I think press the button. Now it's the worst day ever. It's very windy and it's actually raining a little bit. I couldn't ask for a worse day to try this, but I wanted to get it out here. I got everything on. I got all the bits and pieces on. I got all the guards on. Make sure I don't wreck those blades. I'm just going to be doing some slow hovering because this is only my 3rd time flying as well, so keep that in mind, but we'll see what happens here.
Daddy, we'll be watching the quadcopter. It has lights.
So let's blinking, first thing I noticed that you can see the camera go up and down on the bottom. So I'm going to press record video camera. I don't know if it's lighting up or not. Video camera, I don't know if it's lighting up or not. So apparently it's recording. So we're going to try and get this to hover here. See how this goes. See if I can put this here.
Daddy, go get the blades!
Now it's not trimmed either, so. And it's always good to have guards because you really protect your blades. It is so gusty and windy today. Is, like I said, it's the worst time ever, but it's really fighting the wind. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to try and get it out here. I don't know if you can see the wind there, but those trees are just blowing. So I'm going to try and get this going up here. We'll see if we can get it up. It's actually raining too. So it actually turned the power button off when I did that. I'm going to put it in high mode just because I'm fighting wind. It's dangerous letting the kids pick it up, I know. Alright, put it down. Alright, we'll set it down here. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but man, it is going. Actually, I guess there's water on my lens now. Worst time ever. Actually, I noticed I actually broke one of the guards already. Just hitting the ground. So. Alright guys, I'm inside again. There's actually water drops on this thing. The wind was ridiculous outside. But I'm going to try and do it in here. Now I have already broken some of the guards, but that means the guards are doing their jobs. So I'm just going to try and bring this to a hover. Again, I'm a complete newbie, so I don't have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to press record on the camera. Should be recording. Let's see. I just put it in beginner mode there in the high-low. Just trimming it up here. Still not trimming up.
No, why isn't it going up?
I will note it doesn't seem to want to trim up, and maybe it's because maybe water imbalance or something. I can't get it to. I'm pretty near the edge of the trims, which you can see on the LCD screen here. LCD screen here. That's pretty good, but it's still going forward a little bit. Seems when it's in headless mode, it just beeps constantly, so that's kind of annoying, but. Seems like it has an auto shut-off where if you land it a little hard, it actually shuts itself off. I don't know if that's a function of the button or a function of the gyros or something, auto shutting it off. But you just have to turn on the button again, and it seems to come back up. Then you got to unlock it. Turn the. I guess you got to turn the controller back on and off here. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it like that until I can get outside. Obviously, you can see I'm a complete noob. But that is the first flight of my Sky Warrior Kai DEng K70C. And once I get it outside, then I'll actually go up in the air. I have had some practice getting quadcopters up in the air, but in here there's no room at all. I will say that these have helped quite a lot, but they're already broken. So this one's already broken, as you can see. So I would probably like them a bit more sturdy, guys, but they have protected the rotors anyways as it is. So all in all, this is a pretty good quadcopter so far as I've seen. I'm hoping the video turned out. We'll see if it actually worked or not. I don't even actually know if it's on right now. So it's all part of the fun. It doesn't, the green lights seem to blink when it's on, or they're supposed to. They don't seem to be doing that, so. Such as. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. And please subscribe, and I will have some full up-in-the-air video as soon as I get a non-windy day, as well as some video capture footage from the onboard camera. And in the short, near-distant future, I'll be doing some full-out FPV flying as well for you guys, doing some narrated stuff. So please subscribe, guys, like I said, and hope you enjoyed it. I have no idea if this is working or not, but we'll see if the video comes through.